Hi folks, I hope you're well. I've been watching in bits the most recent Sunday service from the ELGIN Community Church of Wick. Yeah, I will put the link on this one for that video. You can see it yourself. At one point he's basically saying it's about how we've been since the first, and are we better now? If you're not, what's stopping you? What's tripping you up? The answer is him. And people like him. It's him and people like him that's tripping you up. Well, because earlier on he talks about his own life experience where he had an issue with his eye, with one of his eyes, the vision in one of his eyes was going, and he went for an operation in the hospital. At that point in time that he went for the operation in hospital, he was a leader of a Pentecostal church. As I said in the recent video, our job is to advertise God. What did he advertise? I don't know where he had his operation, but if he had his operation in the UK, then he's advertising the NHS for the job that they did. Because God didn't do it. The doctors did it. And the people who trained them did it. Yes? Okay. It wasn't God. Now, you can say that God was training those people, but again, excuse me, if God is training those people, the only reason is people in church are not actually praying for people or understanding how to help people to be healed. Yes? That's his bloody job. That's the job of Rick. That's his actual job. It's about helping people to learn to walk. As what? As what? Yeah, again, he was talking about walking in light. Walking in the light. Okay. I've asked him the question on Facebook now. When you said about walking in the light, are you talking about us being the light, or are you talking about walking in his light? Because there's a massive bloody difference, isn't there, really? I would imagine he's talking about walking in his light. So therefore, again, keeping people as blinking babies. Keeping people sucking on the teat of Yeshua, not teaching people how to walk as light. Yeah, I mean, this is the blinking point. I mean, they had a song earlier. Well, earlier, when they were doing the worship, oh my God, he was saying at one point that after the worship, well, when it was nearly ended, that you could feel the Spirit. Okay? And the Spirit of God was in that church. Okay? No, it wasn't. He was lying. He was pretending that he was crying. But he was lying. Manuel, the last pastor, was doing exactly the same. Because they were trained how to do that. How to use their emotions. To make it look like they're actually crying, really crying. They've been trained to do that. If you look at the world's teachers do exactly the same. They know how to do that. Well, that's the point. Teachers in churches, pastors know, because they've been trained by the world in a college. Just because they call it a Bible college, it doesn't mean it's not from the world, and it's not actually is the world training them. But there you go, as I say. And one of the songs was saying, basically the same as the song on the River Church. Yeah, you deserve. You are the only one who deserves our praising. And the song is about the Lord, the Son of God. So therefore, the Pentecostal church is doing songs that is saying only the Son of God, is worth being praised. Not the Father, not the Spirit. And again, so if you're doing that song just before he's talking, just before he gets up and talk, will the Spirit actually be there when you're lying in that song? When you're singing a song that's actually a lie? No, of course not. No, the Spirit won't be there. No. Anyway, I've not finished the video yet. It's a blinking long one. It's 1 hour 49 minutes. But there you go. And you'll also see Manuel and his wife praying for that young lady. And something else that's a bit odd, which I don't get, which is weird. They do it in churches. I don't know why. It reminded me when I saw this one. They do this thing where they wanted people to pray for Naomi, the young lady who was there, from Austria. The one I spoke about previously. They wanted people to pray for her. So there are people around her putting their hand above her head. Why? Why do people do that? Who created that? Obviously, I know who created it, the devil, because it doesn't do anything. Nothing at all. Do people actually think that the power of God goes through them, through their body, through their arm, and through their hand to that person? Do they actually think that's... Yeah. Again, that would be the devil who created that and telling people that that is true, because no chance at all. No. No. Again, praying for people is not about actually doing anything, because, yeah. Let's say, does God need you to bless that woman? If God wants to bless that woman, he will bless her. He doesn't need you to ask him to bless her. Blinking Nora. Really, again. If he loves that woman, if that woman is in a church that won't actually ask God to bless her, will he stop blessing her? No. Of course not. He will still bless her if he wants to bless her. He doesn't need you to ask him at all. Again, stupidity. And it's a job of the pastor. But again, the last pastor, whatever his name is, he didn't teach people how to walk. This one, Rick, now, he's not teaching people how to walk. So, again, I will put the link in this video. So, but again, yeah, I watched a bit of it, and every time I see anything like that, I know exactly that when basically God is telling me that the devil has a church, that's proof. It's proof. You just have to, watch the service to know. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Absolute proof. Right there. Right there. So, will I go back to church if he doesn't ban me in the future? No chance at all. No chance at all. Why? Why would I do that? Stupid. I've got a relationship with Father. Why would I go there? So anyway, enjoy. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.